Yo, what up, YouTube? Hope all is well with y'all. Thoughts of a Predicate winner, back at you with another one. Today we're going to be doing a reaction to Hi Ren by Ren. It's not going to be a first time reaction because I've already heard the song, but I've only heard it once. I've only played it once. When I played it, I thought it was pretty cool, but it wasn't, I didn't really deep dive into it. So I still think this could be a treat for all the people that have been requesting it, which, a lot of requests for this one. So let's go ahead and get into this one, man. This is Ren, Hi Ren. Now, if I remember this correctly, I remember this reminding me of My Darling by Eminem. It was very reminiscent of like My Darling by Eminem. If My Darling and Stan had like a London baby, this is what would come from it. So, and that's not a shot. I love music like this. So I'm excited to get back into it. And without further ado, let it go. First and foremost, fire setting. Fire setting. A slaughterhouse type pig face brings Buddy in a wheelchair looking like a psychopath with nothing but a guitar and a lamp and a nightstand with another lamp. That's fire. That's a good setting, man. This is the visuals are dope as it is. Let's go, Ren. What up? Spooky. Off the rip, spooky. I like the spooky sounds that he's making with his guitar. And I just think, like, if he's out in his country doing shows like open mics or whatever, and he does this, bro, you could garner a lot of crazy attention like that, dog. You could get some major hype around your name by doing some stuff like that, big dog. That's sick. Yo, that's hard, bro. I didn't really pay attention to all that the first time I heard this, bro, but that's hard. That's a hard riff. That's sick, bro. I like that. Hey. Hey. Yo, straight up, I'm gonna let y'all know off the bat. If this song is the song that goes viral for me, I want all of you people out there watching to just know, based off the visual and based off the opening line in this song being, oh, I want everybody to know I am a total, utter psychopath. Don't want there to be any confusion. I am a psycho. I like it. Because truly, psychopaths, they make the best music. I mean, look at look at Kanye. Utter psychopaths making just the best music. Let's go.
Hi there, Ren, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping.
Real quick, something just garnered my attention. The Psycho version is saying hi Ren, and then Ren responds with hi Ren. So there is no alter ego here. It's just I'm full blown deteriorated in my head. Right? Let me see.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while.
Yep.
Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not left.
That's fire, bro. The way that he's going back and forth with himself like this, it's reminiscent of a lot. Like, there's a lot of songs like this. There's a lot of NF does it. Eminem does it. A lot of Joyner does it. A lot of people do this back and forth between themselves, between the white knight inside of you and the dark knight inside of you that are arguing with each other. The angel on one shoulder, devil on the other. But this one is a little bit different because it's normally the setting is I'm trying to do better with my life, and the evil in me wants to pull me back down and make sure that I never get there. But in this one, it seems like the evil is pointing out the way that he needs to go, and he still wants that success, and he still wants to gain attention, and he wants the world that's watching him to receive him in the way that he wants to be received. But it's like the evil one knows you can't do it without me. You gotta have me. And like, he's pointing out the wrongdoings that the normal Ren is doing. Like, go ahead, keep taking your pills, keep going to these doctors, keep going to your therapist. All you need is me. This one's a little bit different, and it makes it more interesting and intriguing. And I can't, like, I keep thinking, like, if I was seeing this live in a coffee shop somewhere, or I'm sure he's bigger than coffee shops at this point, but if I was to see this live, I would be so intrigued I wouldn't be able to take my eyes off of the performance, you know? So this is dope. I like this a lot.
Over dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and
It's a good point. Where's all your, oh, you're gonna make it in music? Oh, okay. Where's your trophies at, dog? Where's all your statistics? What they looking like? What they looking like? Look, man, in all honesty, I know you want me to garner that type of attention, but I want to just connect. I want to make music that connects. Man, we don't have enough of that. We don't have enough of that in today's game anymore. We really don't. It's refreshing to see it every time I see it.
People who find it respect it, and for me that's enough. Your top 10 hit. Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song.
I also love, look at that freeze frame. I also love, like, when he's talking, when the evil is talking at the good, the way that he's strumming his guitar and the riff of the guitar is a little bit more aggressive. You know what I mean? I mean that's hard too.
Sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
But in all honesty, brother, like, even if other people have done it before you, we're at a place and time in the world where I feel like that's it. This is very creative. It doesn't matter that someone has done something similar to this before it that spawned it, because if you do a good job and you still connect, it doesn't matter what the people before you have done. Like, all of us that are in this world, we have ambitions that are based off of who we look up to, you know? Like, even with me, I look up to Ruslan on YouTube. Ruslan is one of my super inspirations on YouTube. And you could say, like, oh, well, Ruslan already does what Nelson's trying to do. It doesn't matter, though, if I still do it in a way that connects. And I am a little bit different than Ruslan, because Ruslan doesn't do, like, hip-hop reactions. But it's, you know, the center around, like, looking at the world through a Jesus lens.
Ran, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
It's good, it's good. Both of them are absolutely crazy. That's something else that you don't normally see in these back and forths. The good side is a little bit, and the dark side is super, which would make him, woo, which is why he would start the song off, woo. But yeah, but that's artistically, I love it. And it's the battle as old as time. The angel on your shoulder, the devil on your the angel on your shoulder versus the devil on your shoulder, and whoever wins is the one that you ultimately are going to feed the most. So I think that everyone in some way, shape, or form has faced something like this in life. A lot of us have faced it quite similarly, and some of us have just faced it like this, but in different ways. So the good thing about making music like this is you're going to find relatability. And even if you can't find the relatability, it's intriguing enough for people to stare at and not be able to take their eyes off of. And I also just want to say, as a hip-hop head that's kind of taken this sub-genre of hip-hop road, which, you know, I've always been a huge fan of NF. I've always been a huge fan of Eminem. But recently I've been intrigued by the Tom McDonalds and the Adam Calhouns, and now it's Ren. And, you know, I'm super familiar with Dax already. But, like, just this sub-genre of, like, we're just standing 10 toes on the art that we create. And the reason that it's working is because it's connecting with the people. And I think that in the music industry specifically, that music just isn't connecting. That's the issue. You go to turn on the radio, turn it on your local hip hop station, you're not going to find music that connects with your spirit. You're not going to find music that connects with your soul. Now, I love Christian hip hop. I love Bizzle. I love Lecrae. I love Dayton. I love a slew of Christian artists that I just love and admire. But Bizzle and Lecrae like take the cake for me on Christian hip hop. But I connect with that, you know, and they're going to make their money based off of making music that connects with the people. So if you have a purpose and you have musicianship and lyricism and you're able to articulate your story in a way that connects with people, you're going to get that replay value. And it's going to resonate with people in a way that's going to make them feel like what you're giving them is phenomenal. So God bless that, man. I just, you know, it's a huge responsibility to take on. And I hope that these artists that are making music like this understand their responsibility. Especially when you do songs like this, where it's like the good side is battling with the dark side, i.e. NF, i.e. Eminem, or Ren at this point. It's like, remember to give people hope. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are going to resonate with this. They're going to replay it over and over and over again, and they need to see you win. They need to see the good side of you beat the bad side. People need to see that. It's a responsibility.
Newsflash! I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal.
It's good. It's good musicianship. It's good articulation. And normally, I'll be honest with you guys, normally I don't gravitate to the hip hop that's born and bred outside of our country, because hip hop is so American, you know what I mean? But I like this, and I think that he's got skills lyrically, and I think that he has skills with being able to articulate himself. But just going back to what I was just saying a second ago, you just got to make sure, man, that you're feeding people the same amount of hope. Like, I guess you want to be careful with stuff like this, because this is the thing, like, while there's thousands of us that are going to find relatability, like I do, I find relatability in this, there's also going to be thousands of people that just think that it's cool and that don't find that relatability. I'm talking about children that see this and they're like, oh, it's cool to be sneaky and dark and evil. And that's how people get led astray from the Lord, essentially. Like, the Lord has a walk for everybody. Whether you choose to follow the Lord, whether you choose to invite Jesus into your heart, that's completely and utterly up to you. But if you do, he has a walk planned out for you. And if we're not careful with stuff like this, it can really stray and lead people away from that before it even gets started. That's why I'm saying, just be careful, Ren, NF, whoever. Like, just be careful. You know what I mean? Because this is really good art, and it'll pull on your soul. So you have to make sure that you give people enough hope and show people the other side. Because if you've battled demons, like I've battled demons, like real demons. I have battled demons in my life, and I was able to get on the other side of that. So whereas I might share that story with you, I'm also going to show you that there's a hope on the other side of that, and that hope is in Jesus. You have to explain where you get your own hope from, and we're not even close to the end of the song yet, and he very well may. I'm freestyling while I'm thinking it.
I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. Taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself.
So where I'm at right now is it seems like the evil one took over there. And then here we are. It almost seems like a time capsule passes and then it's back to it. I like that.
My name is stitched to your lips, so you
Right
see
here.
I won't bow to
Right here, the evil is taken over.
the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
It's like the correlation of understanding, like, I am you, you are me, we are together, we are one. I might as well just throw in the towel and give up and let this evil take over. That's where I feel like he is right now. But then there's almost like a time capsule that passes by between this and the next verse, and that time capsule is he sounds, notice how he sounds sadder. He sounds like more upset, like more sick and tired than he did in the first round. I like it. Watch this.
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat.
And that's what facing these evil... Look, bro. When you have fought these demons and you have faced this type of evil and turmoil in your life, and you've been through the ringer and you're trying to make it to the other side of life and get to a place where you can just benefit, you know, and be in a place of serenity, peace, a place where you have some wisdom and discernment. When you're trying to escape the darkness and make it to the light, you will feel this way. Like, I was born to fight these fights. I was bred to battle. I was made to fight the enemy. I was made to fight the darkness. I was made to go through these issues. I wasn't built for comfort. And it'll make you feel that way. And it does strengthen you. It makes you a stronger person because of it.
I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire by me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise.
And another thing about being this type of person going through these battles in life is it'll turn you into somebody that, when you've been through all of these scenarios, situations, and sufferings, there's going to be people that gravitate towards you, and you're going to love those people. For those people that you give that love to and that show you a little love back, I don't care. Let me put it this way. I don't care what happens to me. I just have to make sure that what has happened to me does not happen to those people, you know? And that's a real place of just, please God, put it all on me. Put all the punishment on me, but please don't hurt my wife. Please don't hurt my children. Just, I'll take it. I will.
In the music that I left behind, ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate to different sides.
This is good. Oh, he's going crazy again. It almost sounded like he had a hint of the Lord in that, you know? I noticed it. I know some of y'all are probably thinking I skipped over it and didn't notice it, but I noticed it. Ren, I would love to see this live. If he can nail this live, I would love to see this live. And I just want to say shout out to this, she's a Twitter homie, Jessica Coupe de Gras. Y'all go follow her on Twitter, man. She's a big Ren fan, and she's always singing his praises. And that's what caused me to look him up in the first place. She posted something about this song, and I just checked it out. And, you know, she likes a lot of the same Eminem music that I like. So I was like, oh, let me check this out. Maybe I'll like it. And I remember hearing it that first time, and I was like, I can rock with that. I just never really went back to it. But coming back to it, this does have a lot of replay value. But for whatever reason, it just didn't resonate with me that first time. This is definitely worth showing your friends, at least. Like, yo, check this dude out.
When I was 17 years old,
Oh, man.
I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences. With autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims, and there were students.
Even spiritual warfare, brother. Like, yeah, you're right. In psychological warfare, there's no real winners or losers in psychological warfare. But in the spiritual realm, like when you're dealing with spiritual warfare, and it's the forces of good versus the force of evil, if you don't have yourself aligned with the almighty presence of good, the evil will be able to take over. That's why I think it's so important for people. I know a lot of people are probably claim to be Christians or are Christians that follow my channel that aren't involved in church. And that's, hey, I'm glad that y'all know Jesus. You know what I mean? But I do feel like most people need to be involved in some form of church. As long as you can find yourself a good church, you got to keep looking until you find it. But Christians need to be discipled. People that follow Jesus need to be discipled. They need to be taught how to maneuver in life in a biblical tense, because if not, the enemy's going to chase after you and he's going to try to shut you down. And even if you are discipled, the enemy will still try to hunt you down. And listen, be sober-minded, because the enemy seeks to destroy you. In short, be sober-minded, because the enemy seeks to destroy you and devour you all the time. But if you've been discipled, and you understand how to maneuver within a biblical tense, and you're able to teach that process to your family, you stand a greater chance. Matter of fact, you stand the greatest chance.
It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
That part is true. I'm trying my best not to X out of the video too early. It was good, man. Very good performance. He's very good at articulating himself. I I've told y'all before, I'm a sucker for the demon talk. I'm a sucker for good versus evil, because I've been through it and it's relatable to me, you know. But I think that I do think he's slightly confused on a couple of things, like whenever he's talking about, you know, what, like, you know, the gods versus the enemies and the this is versus the that, man. It's all very simplistic if you just read the Bible. And I know that there's a lot of people that just don't rock with the Bible and don't get down with the Bible, but that is where this comes from, right? Like good versus evil, God versus the devil, spirituality versus demonization. Like these are stories in a biblical tense. Without the Bible, these stories fail to see, they cease to exist. So I liked it. I thought it was really good. I think that he has a real talent for articulating feeling, and that's something that a lot of people don't have today, man. They're not able to articulate themselves in a way where they can express the sentiment of the way they feel to others. And like I've said in so many videos before now, that's a great way to express your artistry in a way that's gonna bring back replay value because of the relatability. So I liked it. I thought it was really good. Shout out to Ren. This video's already super long, but I did want to close this out with the verse that I was talking about. This is the verse. It's 1 Peter 5, 8, and 9. And this is the English Standard Version. This is the version that I normally read. It's kind of like a mixture, I feel like, between the King James Version and the NIV, New International Version. So it's a little more simplistic than the King James Version, but I mean, as long as you're reading the Bible, you're reading Scripture, man. I think that there's a couple of translations that have come about more in the recent years that are kind of dangerous. But if it's ESV, NIV, King James Version, New King James Version, if it's one of these, you should be all right. But this one, you know, the translation in 1 Peter 5, 8 to 9, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. So not only do you understand like the gist of what's going on in the spiritual realm, but this also gives you comfort in knowing that your brotherhood, everybody that's in relatability with you is going through the same thing, which is what makes music like this so relatable. So I appreciated it. I thought it was really good. Shout out to Ren, and thank you guys for putting me on to this. I want to do something else by Ren sometime soon. I think it'd be real dope. So y'all send me something else by Ren y'all think I might like. All right. I'll see y'all a little later on this afternoon. All right. We going live. All right. All right. Thank y'all, man. Like and subscribe if you're new. I appreciate y'all. Thoughts of a Predicate winner. I'll see y'all on the next one.